often almost too late, is that your business will be built on strangers. On today's episode of Amplify Your Marketing Message, we're going to be talking about 3 strategies to meet more people, to make friends with strangers so that you can see an audience grow, which is essential if you actually want to see consistent client growth. So welcome to the show. Today, I really want to highlight one of the 3 key foundations that every business owner needs to skill up and focus on consistently in order to create the income and impact you are looking for in your business. But to show you the roadmap, the 3 core areas are the ones that I mentor on. It is audience building, mastering your message, and creating offers that are irresistible and convert consistently. Those 3 pillars are what we focus on in the Business Skill Accelerator with my business. But today I want to talk to you about audience building because this is something that most coaches, mentors, people in the business are not talking about. They will show you how easy it is to make conversion after you already have it. But most business owners are going, I don't know how to build it. And how come it seems so hard to find people to invest in my programs and services? So if this is you, where you're at in your business, this will be a highly valuable episode. Be sure to subscribe to this one, download it, and make sure you're listening for future episodes that will help you build the sequence to create predictable, consistent success in your business. Many business owners, whether they are accidental entrepreneurs or somebody who intentionally went out to create a business, has to realize that even if you have a good reputation in one area of your life, such as a skill or a world of network that came to you from a previous chapter, those people cannot be bet on or supported and expected to support you forever in your business. And in fact, what we both realize is our friends and family and our nearest people in our network on day one are not buyers. They're not buyers for our products and services, and talking at them and trying to convince them, and in many cases I see it badgering them, is simply a recipe for disaster. Instead, what I want you to be aware of is that the number one priority for every business, whether you're a solopreneur or a multi-million-dollar business, is to recognize that you must learn the skills and be consistent in the application of building your audience. It is about creating the demand for your services and positioning yourself as someone who is the right choice to service that demand. And here are 3 low-tech ways that we can do that consistently. This works ideally for anybody who is working with a high-ticket offer. It does work for both products and services, and I hope it gives you the roadmap to create success and momentum in your business. So the first one is recognizing the power of your voice, and that is speaking. And it doesn't matter whether you have intention to speak professionally in your business, on stages, podcasts, or creating experiences. The truth is you need to be able to communicate orally to your audience, even if that is one-to-one or in a group setting. The clarity of the results, the clarity of the value you bring to the table, the clarity of how you can connect the dots and bridge the gap and be the guide for the audience is essential, because that is where all movement happens. And so I tell my clients, learning to storytell, learning to speak well, and getting clear on your values, I often call this, if you've been an episode listener for a while, is those 3 so what factors. This is something you need to dial in, because speaking is the fastest way to cash. It's not technology. It is people-to-people powered. And so speaking is one strategy to help you make friends with strangers. And I would say start small. It might be saying hello to somebody in your daily world, whether you're standing in the lineup of Starbucks, whether you are out in a business setting. You would simply want to be the initiator and learn to be the initiator of conversation. Because as a business owner, you must lead conversation if you do want to see result and growth in your audience. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to focus on going where people congregate, and that is events. Events can be really magical because there's a lot of people in the room all at once. You can choose 2 paths to getting involved with events. You can either go to an event that's already created, or you can create an event yourself. I tell my clients, start at the beginning, which is leveraging somebody else's audience. But think strategically about what kind of conversations you want. Because if you can control the message, you not only establish yourself as the expert to your peer group, you also get able to control the conversation in a bigger way if it's your own event. But this is how you can start to make a lot of friends with strangers in a short period of time. And what I tell my clients is I'm goal lining you of 1,000 people a month to see a pipeline of audience move towards you, because you do not choose when an audience says, yes, I want to invest with you, and yes, tell me more about what your products and services are. So you do need to be building a very robust channel of people who are aware of you, have experienced you, and are seeing you in 3 core capacities before they ever will likely engage in a one-to-one conversation. They're checking, are you credible? They're checking, are you capable? They're checking for your style and saying, do I feel like I want to spend time with this person? If the answer is not definitively yes to all those things, movement stops. And our goal when we are making friends with strangers is to move somebody from a cold relationship, somebody who doesn't know, like, or trust us yet, to somebody who is in the friendship, who says, I am prepared to collaborate, co-create, or invest with you. And so events are a great way to meet a lot of people in a short period of time. And I want you to think about, how do I get out of my own space, and how can I create events and conversation in those events that move people and warm up a relationship people to people. The third really important way that you can build relationships with strangers is through formal networking. And I think one of the most important things to recognize that most networking isn't done very well. And in fact, I have a whole training about mastering your networking infomercial. You can download that as a free resource on my website, ChristineCampbellRapin.com. We'll have the links down in the show notes to do that. But networking should be an essential part of your business. If networking currently is not leading to one-to-one meetings with collaboration as the goal, introductions and open doors, something is fundamentally off. What I see time and time again is people show up in a formal, quote unquote, networking space, community, or event with an agenda. And that agenda is self-serving. I am here to tell you about me, my business, and how you should be helping me. Let me tell you a problem with that. Everybody else in the room has the same goal, or at least good, probably 97% of them. So if all of you do is show up with your own agenda, you're leaving the biggest opportunity in the room untapped. The goal of networking is to spark curiosity about you as a human. Nobody cares what you do until they know why you're doing it and why they should care. So be aware of your strategy and effectively work your networking plan so that you get to be seen as somebody people want to be around. This is key. I know from my business, it is a huge part of what brings clients into my business. And often those clients come not because I'm saying, hey, buy my stuff. You're never going to see that from me in a networking meeting. But hey, it's awesome to see you. How is life for you? I know you've had some issues with your dad. How's it going? How is your vacation? What's going on? I care about the people. And because of that, when I walk into a room, if I haven't been in it in a while, often invitations start to flow. Let's have coffee. Can you speak at this event? I'd love for you to come and talk to this. Hey, I thought of somebody to introduce you to. And when I am in networking, my ask is simple. It's not, who do you know that will buy my stuff? What I'm asking to is, who do you know who's awesome that I should know? Not because they're going to be anything other than a great person I can amplify, a great person I can learn from, a great person I can introduce other people in my network to as experts. And that's how we all rise together. It is so important to know that your business will be built on strangers. You have to have an intentional strategy. I love these 3 low-tech ways because they're fun, experiential, and they're fast accelerators if done effectively. Note I said if done effectively. That's where I can help you if you are not seeing results in your efforts. But speaking, events, and networking are the 3 foundations often I work and support clients with. But grab that resource on networking. and learn to be more effective. One of the things I do with my clients, because I see it's so important, is I go network with them. I watch to see how they're introducing themselves. I'm thinking about what's their intent as they walk into the room. And we're measuring how effective is our approach and fine-tuning to create more impact, because audience building is non-negotiable. 50 to 70% of your time as a business owner needs to be on this core skill. You need to develop confidence and be consistent with knowing I must warm up an audience. I must turn their awareness towards me, and I must constantly be growing my network. Your business future depends on who is in the room. It also depends on which rooms you are being in. These 3 strategies will help you see momentum build in your business, because these 3 things are about creating movement. And you've heard me say it before, movement is what builds momentum. I am your host here at Amplify Your Marketing Message. This is a tip I want you to take and go implement today. If you've loved this episode, please give us a review and be sure to subscribe to this podcast. We are here to help you amplify your message so that you create more impact, more income, and you are creating the life you want in your business. I look forward to seeing you on our next episode.